everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing good today. So in today's video, I tried some new makeup launches. I have a new brand in this whole haul as well. I haven't tested out makeup products from these two brands before. So I decided to test out new makeup, and you guys always seem to, enjoy these videos as well. So let's move into the video now. Also, if you are someone who's new to my channel, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you like it here. I hope you like the vibe. I hope you like the content. I mostly post every single day, and you can hit the subscribe button if you want to get regular updates from this channel. So let's move into the video now. So the first thing I tried here is this Minimalist 0.5%. This is the Marula oil. I'm really sorry if you can hear some kind of background noise. My cats are actually playing, so you might hear some background noise. And anyway, so this is the Marula oil. This is a moisturizer from Minimalist. They recently just launched this, and I was like, you know what, I did not try out this moisturizer, and I'm always on a lookout for good moisturizers. I have dry skin, so I am just searching for moisturizers all the time. So this has actually Marula oil in it, and not only that, it comes with vitamin F plus hyaluronic acid plus vitamin E as well. I don't know what vitamin F does, to be very honest with you guys. And it says it gives deep nourishment and hydration, and it's a moisturizer for dry skin. I have to tell you guys, I absolutely love this moisturizer. I have been using it for 4 days now. Yeah, it's not my first time trying out this moisturizer on camera. I actually have been using this 4 days now, and I have to tell that this moisturizer is definitely for dry skin people. It's not sticky, it's not heavy, it just soaks up into the skin really well. Another thing I would like to point out about this moisturizer is that the before moisturizer, which Minimalist launched in the tub one, oh my god, I did not like that at all because it was peeling a lot. I cannot apply makeup on top of that moisturizer. I cannot apply any sunscreen. I cannot apply oils. I just cannot do anything with that moisturizer. But with this one, I am so happy that they came out with this moisturizer because I really do like it. It's definitely for someone who have dry skin. You don't need to go in with a very like a ton of moisturizer when it comes to this one, and it looks good under makeup. It sits really nicely, and since it's winter time, it's the best season to test out moisturizers for dry skin, and I just think that it is really one of the better ones in the market. So now coming into foundation, I don't have a primer, but I use the Iba Must Have Insta Glow Primer Pre-Makeup Serum for today because I have been using this for a couple of days. It is a newer launch, and I was just testing this one out. Anyway, so I tested out this new brand, which is the MIÓR. I don't know how to pronounce these names, okay? Like, I am really bad at pronunciation, so I'm just going to apologize beforehand with that. But anyway, this brand is very new. It's a new Indian brand, and not only that, they have like really amazing products, and their whole makeup line is also very much like skincare infused, I would say. So this is the cream foundation. Now, to be very honest, I haven't tried out that much of cream foundation. I always either try out liquid foundation or stick foundations also, but I haven't tried out that much of cream foundation, not skin foundation. Oh my god. So this is how the packaging looks like. It's beautiful. First of all, the packaging, the vibe of this brand, it feels good. It feels like, okay, this looks like a high-end brand. It's not high-end, I would say. It's moderately affordable. It's not like totally affordable, but it's like in the moderate area. So this one, I got it in the shade Almond. Now this one is a little bit too light on my skin tone. Like, sometimes I feel like it does, my pigmentation does peek through a little bit when I use this one. So today was my first time trying this foundation out, and I did prep my skin really well because you guys know I have dry skin, and I always try to prep my skin really well when it comes to testing out foundations. So for this foundation, I have to tell you guys that I tried to use the Mars foundation brush with it. Let me just pull this one up. The Mars foundation brush with it, and it was blending out pretty okay, I would say. Then I realized that it was looking a little bit patchy where I was applying the foundation with the brush. So I went in with the sponge. The sponge side was looking much more better, I would say. But honestly, I just noticed that this is a cream foundation, and due to the weather conditions that we have here, it's definitely winter. So a lot of cream products, even my cream blushes, are becoming very stiff in formulation. Obviously, it's because of the weather, you know. So I just just think that it is a foundation that I feel like would work so much better during warm days, or like, you know, during summers or spring maybe. But this is not a foundation to be worn in winter. I did notice that it was sitting a little bit on top of my skin. Like, it's not bad. As you can see, my makeup definitely looks good, my foundation also looks good, but it's not something that I know I'm not going to pull this out during winter season. I just feel like this foundation is good. It's not a bad foundation, you guys. I know that this is a good foundation because I mean, the formulation seems really nice, but just because it is a little bit stiff because of the weather, as I'm saying, the foundation isn't working at its best potential, is what I would say. So I just feel like it is a foundation that I know I'm going to pull out during winters, and it's so easy to use. Just tap in your brush and just apply it. I think I'll go in with a beauty blender next time I'm using this foundation, but I'm definitely keeping this for summers, and then we can test it out again. So as for concealer, I just went in with my K Beauty concealer because this is the concealer that I have been using day in and day out. So I just went in with the K Beauty concealer, and it's in the shade 140Y. It's a really nice concealer. I wanted to use a concealer that I know works well with my skin, because already with the foundation we tested out and it wasn't looking the best. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. So that is why I went in with the concealer that I know I love. So the next product I tested out is a bronzer that you guys have been telling me to test out for a really long time. So this is the Cupcake bronzer from Cuffs and Lashes, and it is in the shade 20 something. Now this shade is beautiful because it's not too warm tone, it's not too cool toned as well. It's right somewhere in between, and honestly I did not think I was going to like this bronzer as much as I do. This bronzer is not heavily pigmented, and that is something that I absolutely love about this bronzer. I have seen that, you know, a lot of brands try to formulate bronzer that are kind of quite pigmented, and what happens with that is that, you know, you're left with such a harsh line of bronzer, especially if you're a beginner. You know, you cannot blend it out that well, and it takes time also to blend out the bronzer, and then it becomes patchy and it's a mess, you know. So I just like this formulation so much because it's moderately pigmented. I always like formulations that are moderately pigmented, and this is moderately pigmented, where, you know, you can go in with 2 or 3 layers and it still looks good. Like, it looks like very natural, and that is always my vibe with makeup. I want it to look very natural, so I don't really mind if it, you know, if it's like not that pigmented, and this one actually looks beautiful on my skin tone. So I am excited to be using this bronzer in the future as well. So the next product we have is again from the same brand, MIÓR, or however you pronounce that brand. So this one is actually a lip cheek tint kind of a thing, like a, you know, like a liquid or a cream blush. So this one, the packaging is so luxurious. I love the packaging of this brand. Like, it feels good, you know, when you look at the packaging, when you look at the brand, it just looks so good. Now this one is like a lipstick, like it's completely like a lipstick, and I used it today. I do think that it really blended out so nicely. I mean, you can ask me that what is the difference between this and a lipstick. I feel like sometimes lipstick, when you put them as a blush, they can tend to look patchy, because they're supposed to work as a lipstick, not as a blush. You know, sometimes obviously it depends on formulation to formulation. So that's why I don't tend to use lipsticks as my blush until and unless I know that this lipstick works really well as a blush. I don't tend to use that. But this one, I thought it was going to be more like, you know, the formulation of a lipstick, but I'm happy that this one works so nicely as a blush. This is the blush I'm wearing. It doesn't have a ton of glow, it doesn't have a ton of pigment, which I personally like, especially if you are a beginner. I do think that you're going to enjoy this formulation because you know, it's really nice. The formulation of this is really nice, is what I would say. It's not too much pigmented. It blends like a dream, like tap and it just blends so nicely. It's something that looks really natural on the skin, and it's not tacky at all. A lot of the times, you know, sometimes when you put a cream blush, it kind of tends to look tacky or doesn't sit that well on top of your foundation. Although I did not like the foundation that much, the blush was sitting on top of the foundation really well. So I just feel like, yes, it retails for 845 rupees, but you can use this as your lipstick and as your blush as well. So I just feel like definitely worth the money. I will have to test it out again and again, but I just feel like it did really work nicely today. So now coming on to my eyes, I actually got the Sugar eyeshadow, and it's this dual eyeshadow that they have. So I was super excited to try this eyeshadow because I was telling in one of my previous videos that I just want Indian brands to come up with liquid eyeshadows, not the shimmer ones but the matte ones. So this has two sides in it, one is shimmer and one is matte, and they are in the same color category. So this is a brown one. I got the brown one because I just wanted to take the safe road. I didn't want to experiment with colors that much because it is a liquid eyeshadow, and it was around like how much, 600 or something like that. So I just didn't want to to have a patchy eyeshadow going on. So I just took the easy way out and I got the neutral shade. So anyway, this is in the shade 02 Cookies and Cream, and oh my god, I do have some thoughts about this. First of all, I love that the cream eyeshadow here is definitely a little bit more pigmented. I just wish the cream side of the matte liquid eyeshadow was a little bit, how would I say, was a little bit more creamy. It's a little bit thicker than I would like, but you just need the tiniest amount because it blends out so nicely. Now I did really love the cream, the brown matte eyeshadow of this because I feel like it does blend out so nicely. It wasn't patchy at all, and it gives you a little bit more, like, even though it is pigmented initially, once you blend it out it looks pretty nice, is what I would say about the matte one. Now the shimmer one is something that I'm not quite impressed with. Obviously I'll have to test it out more and more, but I just feel like it's not my cup of tea. The shimmer definitely is something that stays because I already swatched it and I'm just rubbing my hands, and I feel like it's a very good long lasting eyeshadow. But I just feel like, whenever you're using shimmer eyeshadows, you definitely have to blend them, right? At least the edges. And once you blend the eyeshadow, like the shimmer one, it just blends into nothing. Like it doesn't give me that kind of pigment, that bang pigment that initially this one gives, and after blending it out it kind of goes away, and that is something that I did not like about this. I tried to use my fingers also. It was okay. It's not something that I absolutely fell in love with. I just prefer the Mars liquid eyeshadow so much better than this one, the shimmer one at least. So yeah, the shimmer one I wasn't that impressed with. The matte one was amazing. So yeah, you just have to buy both of them. So that is the only con of this eyeshadow, is that I wish they sell this individually because I would totally get the matte one. The shimmer one I would totally skip. So for the next product, I have this Studio. This is the not Miss Claire, Swiss Beauty eyelashes, and it was so expensive. That's why I got it. It was like 99 rupees, and I used the Europe Girl eyelash glue. I normally use this eyelash glue only all the time. So anyway, I'll have to be honest with you guys, I did not like this eyelash that much. Like, it's okay, it's not bad, but it has that plasticky type of a fake lash vibe to it. If you know me, I always like very natural type of lashes. Even though I wear falsies, I will just cut the falsies in half and I just put the edges of the falsies right around this area, and that looks super natural. But I cannot do that with this one because it's like too curled up, and if I put the outer edge around this side, it would look fake. So I just have to say that it's not bad. Again, I'm saying it's not bad, but it's not something that I would actually wear and go out. Whenever I'm recommending you guys products, affordable, high-end, it doesn't matter, I recommend products that I actually wear on a day-to-day basis, and not just for views, not just because you guys like to see affordable makeup on this channel. I honestly don't do it for that. I do it because I actually genuinely use them on a day-to-day basis. So this is something I'm not going to use on a day-to-day basis. I know that because it looks a little bit plasticky, it looks a little bit fake. It's extremely inexpensive, yes, but still not my vibe. I just don't like it. I don't think I'm ever going to use this again because it's just for the testing out of this video. Yeah, so I just feel like I honestly wish that this worked because it's so inexpensive, and I love recommending inexpensive products to you guys, but this did not work out for me. So yeah, it did not work out. I mean, what can I say, right? So the next thing we tested out here is the Mamaearth. This is my first time actually trying out any Mamaearth makeup. So this is the Mamaearth, this is the lip serum. I don't know why they say it's a lip serum because it's like a matte liquid lipstick. I just think that they just named it that way because just to grab their attention. But it is a very comfortable matte lipstick, and I have the shade 01 Caramel Nude. Feels good on your lips. It actually, like the scent of this is very vanilla-like and cupcake-like. I honestly did not think I was going to like it, but I do. I really do. I just think that it is good. It's not that long lasting. Also, I would say yesterday I was, applying this lipstick and I had my dinner. while applying this lipstick. And after having my dinner, I did notice that it was, you know, fading a little bit, but I just feel like I don't mind that, because obviously I'm eating something, you know, it's supposed to fade away a little bit. I don't like when lipsticks or liquid lipsticks are like, you know, just like cracky and they are dry and they just stay on for hours and hours. I don't like that. I don't mind actually reapplying my liquid lipsticks. So this is a very, very good formula that I feel like I can definitely reapply after eating lunch or my dinner or anything. So absolutely did like this a lot as well, and the shade looks beautiful on my skin tone, so that's a nice thing as well, because this nude shade is beautiful. So that was it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know which one was your favorite makeup from this whole entire range. And yeah, for me, I definitely have to say the lipstick, and I love the blush. I love the bronzer as well. I love the Minimalist, this moisturizer. And what else was there? Yeah, I loved all these products. Obviously excited to try out the foundation as well in the summertime. I'm definitely, oh, I just dug my nails in here. Wow. This one was costly, you guys. I mean, so anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and you can hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of my videos in the future. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye bye. Tata. Tata. No tattoos. No tattoos. Code. Hitu nalage.